Coach, an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Heck of a ball game. What playoff or postseason baseball is all about right there. I think a lot of people have been asking with the new format, how do you like the single elimination? And I think there's a lot of reasons why we chose to go this route. But I really like the format because I think it just provides that opportunity for what these teams or what we aspire to do over the next couple of weeks. And in those ball games, they're going to come down to a pitch or two, a play or two, a hit or two. But I thought our guys this week showed that they can play with anyone in the country, and they play a great brand of baseball.
Okay, questions? Fun.
Coach, Patrick Gardner, fantastic tonight. What could possibly be his last ever baseball game? Can you talk about how he stepped up and ultimately fell short, but it was a pretty heroic outing for him?
Yeah, I thought both guys were really good today. I thought Lafferty, coming off of a great outing last week against a very potent, older, physical lineup. And I was a little concerned going into that, with a lot of the left-handed hitters that they have, the switch. I was a little concerned with Lafferty's arsenal against them, and I thought he navigated through it beautifully, just to give us and get us into the fourth inning there. We knew we had Gardner for whatever that was going to be, and when you have competitors like that, your team feeds off of it as well. And I felt like when he came in, I believe in the fourth and got us out of that and then settled in. I just felt like we needed to do a little bit more to stretch the lead. And credit to them, 9 guys playing defense, mixed matching. But I thought both of them were outstanding today.
A little bit of a bigger picture view. Obviously, you guys had some loftier expectations and hopes, but can you talk a little bit how proud you are of this team and how they battled and embodied that grit spirit?
Yeah, I think when you look at not only this team but the program, kind of wink, going, hey, this 5 years in a row we made a tournament. Knew that coming into it. That's something that this program had never done before. There was a 2-week stretch where you sweep Tech at home, and you so happen to beat both your rivals in 2 weeks. You beat Penn State at PNC Park, like, I don't know what it was, 15-1, whatever it was, and in West Virginia. So I'm really proud of this team. You look at 28, 27, you're probably 3, maybe 4 league games. And we all know that those could be a pitch or two from being really in consideration or being on the bubble. We played the strongest schedule that we've ever played. Strength of schedule shows that. It's why our RPI sits where it is. But you had 3 or 4 league games in there, you're right where you need to be. And that's going into this vision 7 years ago. And it's funny with Pollard walking out of there and what he's done at Duke, what Tom's done at Wake Forest. That was kind of the vision going into this. 30 years ago, I was playing for an ACC championship against Clemson, ironically. This league has gotten deeper. Those programs, those teams are going to Omaha, and now we're not even in a consideration for that back then. That's what this thing can provide, opportunity for our guys to compete at the highest level, compete for championships.
Mike, I don't want this to sound like I'm second guessing.
That's okay.
But just the thought process of the intentional walk in the ninth.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it, for me, Ben Miller is 6th year. I mean, we got Pittsburgh Pirates that haven't been there that long. He's got 18 home runs. You're not going to let the best guy beat you. Some are going to say it's Gracia, some are going to say it's Miller. That's a lineup that's going to do damage next week when they have to go face somebody. And to get the 3 and 4 hole hitter out, they're tough to do. Not to mention, I'm going to go with my guy on the mound. And he was left-handed. I know what Miller's splits are against lefty. Yeah, there's some success there, but you play the law averages there, and you have to make those decisions and live with them.
Coach, follow up on what you were saying before. Getting here 5 years in a row, and not only getting here, but showing well. I mean, every time you guys get here, you're tough out.
Yeah.
Every time. what's the key, do you think, for the program to take that next step, you know, and become that regional? What's the major thing this program has to do to get there?
It's a great question. I'll have to do a lot of reflecting here over the next couple of weeks to try to figure that out. I try to watch other leagues, other programs. What Dan Fitzgerald's done at Kansas is phenomenal. What Cincinnati's continued to do, I kind of look at it like we're that type of ball club, you know. We hit the JUCO market, the 4-2-4 transfers when we first got here. When the portal first started, I don't want to say we were the originators of it, but when you pop in Tate Levens and Brian Andre and Logan Evans, these guys are pitching and playing the big leagues now. Before the NIL, that was our space. Now with NIL in place, we'll probably have to get a little more creative. Maybe back in the junior college market, maybe the D2 market, that type of stuff. You can find ball players all over the place. We just have to be creative in the way that we're going to do it. But I know this, our guys will always show to compete and compete at a high level, and they'll play the game the right way.
Anything else? All right. Coach, thank you.
Thank you, guys.